Hello everyone, thanks so much for watching. My name's John Gardner with Good Earth Natural Foods in Hot Springs, Arkansas. This week I have a privileged opportunity to have Richard Davies back. Hey Richard.
Hello John, how are you?
I'm doing fine.
Good to see you again.
Yeah, you as well. Thank you so much for coming down from Fayetteville.
Not at all.
All right, well, this week's item is actually highlighting one of Richard's many companies, but one of the better ones in my opinion, but personal opinion, is Michael's. Naturopathic products.
Yes.
This week's product is what, Richard?
Is LNG.
LNG.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Michael, actually, this is one of the first products that he developed, and he actually made it for his father who was a smoker and had lung problems, and that's how LNG came about. Was for his own father. So,
well, I did not know that.
Yep, and it's all vegetarian, of course, kosher, and has an entirely herbal mixture. Is what it is. Fenugreek, slippery elm, horsehair, and mullein leaf.
Yes. It's actually it's gluten-free, like you mentioned as well. This company dates back all the way to 1984, so it was one of the very first ones he formulated. So it's really a neat, kind of a trivial thing for those that don't know much about Michael's.
Yeah.
You did mention that it's in all herbal form. This would be excellent for who in general, would you know?
Well, anybody suffering from any sort of lung ailment, whether they're a smoker or whether they're just suffering from bronchitis or have had a heavy cold and it's gone to their chest, you know, it's a great product.
Yeah, it's also been shown to help with people that suffer from asthma as well.
Yeah.
Helps with the mucous membranes and frees up the fluid in the lungs.
Yes, that's
Correct?
right. Yes.
It's a non-toxic formula, and it's been around. All these herbs, actually, that Richard quickly went over, is they're all non-toxic. So really not much of a problem there. Generally, how often should you stay on an herbal product like this? For example, if you're just not treating a symptom, like say you had the common cough or cold symptoms and you want to clear out the chest, that's one thing. But just to continuously take it, like say you had asthma, how often? What would be the regimen?
You can take 3 tablets a day, John, really, and up to about 3 or 4 months, and then come off it for a little while, and then you can go back on again.
Okay.
You don't want to take it continually.
Exactly. That's what I wanted to make sure. Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
Well, excellent. Well, one of the has many ingredients. One of them is fenugreek seed that you mentioned. Fenugreek seed has been dated all the way back in use, believe it or not, back to 4000 BC.
Yep.
They found it in tombs, and they found it with other herbs, of course, like thyme and things like that. So it's really neat. It's also used in traditional Chinese medicine.
Yes.
And it's a good, it tonifies, basically. It tones up the muscles.
Right.
And in India, they actually ingest this every morning, they say, through the research that I've done, between 2 and 3 grams a day. So that would be 2,000 milligrams for us. And they actually brush their teeth with it, so it helps with the joints, helps with the gums, and actually a great expectorant as well. And believe it or not, I was kind of trivial thing that it actually helps with mother's milk. It by itself. Now this product wouldn't, but fenugreek itself in some cases, up to 900% of the production of mother's milk. They have shown in many cases.
Right. Yeah.
So excellent item. Another one is slippery elm bark. Of course, it's a very popular one as an expectorant as well, and a lubricant to get all the phlegm up and get it going. And actually, you can find it in North America, North Dakota.
Yes, that's right. Yes.
Horehound's very popular, of course. That's another one that's in it. It's a traditional use. Is going to help with the lung conditions and lung activity. And mullein, of course, is from Asia and actually has more than 250 species. It's also called the velvet flower, is what it's known as. And well, that's a very quick synopsis. This is the very best formula we have for lungs, like we quickly touched on. For smokers, it's great as an expectorant to clear the lungs, but it is not something to get people off of smoking or the cravings. You'd want to take something in conjunction with it. If you wanted to stop smoking, it just clears at the lungs.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
So in a nutshell, the lungs are obviously very important, but this is a great way to get them cleansed and keep them healthy. Of course, we're not trying to prescribe or diagnose or mitigate on any of our shows, and on this one as well. So you need to talk to your pharmacist or favorite practitioner. And this is just clearly an informational segment.
Yes. Yep.
And anything else in closing, Richard?
No, John, I think you've about covered it all, really. Yep, it's a great product.
Well, I had a lot to say.
Yeah, well, that's good. There's a lot to say about it. It really is a good product. It's proven, it stood the test of time. So
yes.
25 years, it's still selling well.
Yeah. Well, excellent item. Thank you so much, Richard, for
You're
coming
very welcome,
to Northern
John.
Arkansas.
Good to see you again.
You as well.
Thank you.
And thank you so much for watching, and we'll catch you next week.
Good Earth Natural Foods is sponsored by Solaray, Bluebonnet Nutrition, Enzymatic Therapy, and Nature's Way.